So welcome to my review of one of the best handhelds ever made, as the PS Vita, and I bought this in 2018 from Japan. So as you can see, this is the 2000 model. I got it from Japan via import. So I'm located in Canada and I got it in just a week. So I've got to say those shipping in Japan is just super fast. And this one is a used model and I love it very much. And I will just put it out of the case, the grip for a bit so that you guys can see it. And this is the neon orange color. As you can tell, it's gorgeous looking, right? So I'm sorry for the fingerprints. I try to clean it as much as possible, and I put on screen protector. This is like a matte screen protector. If you guys are interested in this one, I can link you the Amazon link that I bought this from. And right after I got it, for about a week, and I start having all these like fingerprints on, and I think this screen protector is perfect for it. So let me tell you a little bit background behind like why I got the PS Vita in the first point. Originally I only thought of getting it for remote play on my PS4, because who doesn't want to play PS4 on the go, right? It's the best, it's the dream come true, right? So I thought, okay, maybe I just get like a cheap used one online so that I could just play remote play on the go. And oh boy, what was I very wrong about that, because right after I got this thing, I have PS Plus and I went onto the store. So I will show you the store a little bit. So let me teach you one trick. A lot of people don't know this, but then you can actually quick unlock your Vita like this. Amazing, right? So I'm playing a little bit of Killzone. So as you can tell, I line up all my games and like these, because I want to show you guys how amazing like the themes are in this PS Vita. So this theme is Dancing All Light. I got this from the store, and you can actually line up your icons like these, and then you can just put them around the characters, and you can actually change the background here. Yeah, this is the theme that I bought for maybe like $3. Look at this, awesome. You have all the characters from Persona 4. It's just awesome, right? And the music is the Persona 4 Dancing All Night music, which is what I like the most about this game, is the music. Perfect, right? So when I got my Vita, I was thinking, maybe I should get some games for it, but then I don't want to get too many games, because the games are kind of hard to get at this point, because in 2018, to be honest, this Sony will drop the support for this very soon, maybe in 2019. And to me, that is a huge bummer, because I get it in 2018, and 2019 will no longer get PS Plus titles. But that's fine, because there are a lot of amazing games for this console. And little do I know, when I go on to the store, so I'm gonna show you the store a little bit. The store is like this, just like your PSN store or PS store on your PS4. So you get games. If you go to games, you can go to new releases, and there's still a lot of games, right? New games coming. See, these are coming out like these were coming out in 2018, and they were amazing too. Mostly indie titles at this point, but then there are AAA titles coming from Atlas too, such as Caffeine and those games, and like the Persona dancing games. So there are still some games coming, but then not a lot, unfortunately. But to me, that's fine, because I'm gonna tell you what I got for this Vita. And ever since I got my first game, So I'm gonna tell you, like, I only thought about getting one game for this console, and everyone says this one is the best, and obviously I love Persona, so I got Persona 4G for this, and this is it. This is the first game that I got, and man, this is such a nice game. I've been playing this for almost a week non-stop, and I couldn't just put it down because the PS Vita is perfect for, you know, JRPGs, and these are this kind of like turn-based RPG games, because it takes a long time to play, to grind, like in JRPGs, and you can't do that all the time on the PS Vita because, you know, on the go, why not, right? So do you want, I should probably show a little bit of PS Vita games. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I was playing Killzone a little bit, and yep, sorry about that. Dropped that. So Persona 4G, right? So these are the size of the cartridges. They're really good in size, but then they're, to me, I think they're like the size of a SD card. So I'm very scared of actually losing it. So sometimes I put it into my case like this, and I'm worried that they might drop out, honestly. So right now I'm still getting like a holder for my games. It's just 1 month in, so give me some time. Okay, so Persona 4G, right? So you put in the cartridges on top like this. Okay, like that, right? So that's how you put in the games. So after you put it in, obviously you run the game. And okay, I beat this game not too long ago, maybe like a few days ago. It was, you know, one of the bad endings that I got because I didn't like max out the social links and everything, but then I'm quite busy all the time, so can't really do that. But this game is amazing because it's the best music ever in a game. To me it is. I think it's even better than Persona 5. And you know, I love the music in Persona because of Shoji Meguro. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a little bit. So it always has the intro playing when you enter the game, which is one of the best intro. Look at this, right? This is special to the Persona 4 Golden version, which is just for the Vita, because, you know, for the original PS2 version, you get a different intro, and I think this one is more lighthearted. That one is a little bit more upbeat, but you know, it's just preference. And this is amazing. Look at this, right? Amazing animation. And if you haven't tried any Persona games, which I hardly believe, because like in some sort of form you might have seen gameplay online or seen some videos of it, so give this game a try. You know, if you get the Vita, be sure you get this game. And this game is still on sale. Like it's on sale on Amazon all the time. I got this game on sale, so they are still making this game because this game is so popular. You know, why would not? You know, why would Edness not produce more of these? Because everyone getting the Vita will be getting this game for sure. First thing. It's perfect, right? Okay. Yeah, I just have to let the intro play because that's how you get into the anime mood. So you go look at the manuals, right? Amazing. So my review will be mostly consisted of gameplays and everything, and because look at the games, right? The games are amazing. I'm gonna load one of my original saves. Yeah. So hopefully I won't show any spoilers. Yeah, this is probably close to the end game because I beat the game, so you know, can't really help it. So look at the graphics, it's pretty good, you know, like all the characters and everything. Okay, I can just jump into town like that. Yeah, look at the town, perfect. Right, shopping district is usually what most people want to go to. And look at this, oh man. And I think, like, in honesty, I think this runs better than the PS2 version, because the Vita is very powerful, and I think everyone who got a Vita should try out this game or try out other even more amazing games that I'm going to talk about later. So that's just it. This is Persona 4. I'm not going to go into battles or anything, but you know, this is just amazing. Okay, so to quit the game, you press the PlayStation button here, just like you do on PS4. That's how you quit the game. Okay, so next game I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Killzone Mercenary. So this game, oh man, this game, I'm going to tell you the truth. This game was really hard to get, you know. So that's why I'm telling you, you have to get the Vita in 2018, otherwise you will be losing out in the games because they're not making these anymore. You can still buy them digitally, but then these games are huge, and you know, given you know, one of the downfall of the PS Vita is the memory card. The memory cards are very expensive, and they go in here. It's a special proprietary memory card that only Sony Vita uses, and they're very expensive. I got mine 8 gigabytes for $30. So yeah, that shows you how much more expensive than normal SD card, micro SD cards are. So Killzone, it's a really good game. Amazing graphics on this game. I'm gonna show you a little bit of gameplay later. So I think I might have the best games for the PS Vita, or maybe at least I think so, because I try hunting down the games ever since I got Persona 4. I just can't stop because like I figure out like, okay, remote play is fun and all, but then I want to play games all the time, and remote play requires Wi-Fi to work, and without Wi-Fi I need to play some games. Then I need to get some Vita games, and why not get the best ones? And the best ones are expensive, but I try my best to hunt down as much as I can in the, you know, Kijiji or like Amazon, anywhere, you know. So this game, I think I got it for maybe 30 bucks with shipping, and you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad in terms of pricing. The game though is amazing. Okay, let me show you some of the gameplay. Where's the game? Here it is. So Killzone Mercenary. I'm still going through the campaign because, you know, I've been playing Persona mostly, and it takes forever to finish that game. It takes me like a week just to grind. Okay, so Killzone Mercenary. So another game that I'm trying so hard to hunt down is Uncharted Golden Abyss, because, you know, as one of the best on the PS Vita. I cannot show you that game because I don't have it. I did download the demo, but then it takes a lot of space on my memory card, so I deleted it. But trust me, Uncharted, amazing. I play all the Uncharted series. So that aside, let's talk about Killzone. Let's go into this game, come on. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of gameplay, because oh my god, this game look gorgeous. So you touch the screen to continue. Okay, so I can continue campaign. this won't be a lot of like spoilers or anything, because you know, honestly, at this point, you know, this game is close to 7 years long, so if you worry about spoilers, then skip this gameplay or something. Okay. So when it's loading, you can skip the cutscene, obviously. But at least you get something to see, right? Or read about during the cutscenes. Okay. Anytime now. Alright. Here, oh my god, look at the graphics, right? Look at the graphics, just look at it. So there are not a lot of good first-person shooters on the Vita, unfortunately. There is a Call of Duty, but then it's totally terrible, like the graphics sucks. But this one is the best, the best. So okay, let me try to run a little bit. It's very hard to see the screen from the camera, so I'm gonna just look at the screen. Okay, where are we going? Okay, so look at that, right? Okay, it's super bloody, but you know, you get what I mean. There you go. Look at that. I think this one is even better than Killzone's Shadowfall, you know, or all the other Killzone games. I think this one might be the best, because I did play the PS2 one, and I think this one is way better looking, you know, look at it. On a handheld, have you ever seen such graphics on a handheld? Like, people argue if the Switch is better, and I had doubts in myself when I got the Vita. I was thinking to get the Switch, but then the Switch is very expensive in Canada. It's like $400. Plus, I don't want to spend too much on the games, because the games are so expensive here. It's like close to 90 bucks for a game. It just sucks in Canada, you know, like, so the Switch has Mario and Zelda, and those are the two games that I really want to play on the Switch. But the Switch is so expensive, so do I want to spend over $500 just to play on the Switch? Maybe not. PS Vita, however, I got this unit from Japan, and I'm a little bit picky because I know the 1000 has a better screen series, and it has an OLED screen, and then this one has an LCD. But then to me, this one is a better unit, because not only, you know, it has the normal micro USB charging port, which is easy for me to charge all the time. It has longer battery. It's better for remote play because it has a better chip in it, and it loads faster. So to me, this one is awesome, and I love the color. Look at the color, right? It's easier to hold, much lighter than the 1000 models. So to me, this one, you know, the little bit of a downgrade of the screen quality, you know, it more than makes up for all the features that, you know, you're getting. You know, all the best, you know, better charging, better battery time, you know, better chip, better loading time, better remote play, everything. To me, this is the perfect model. But that's just to me. If you want, you can get the 1000 model, which has a proprietary Sony connector, which sucks because they stopped making those. But then you can still get them cheap online, I think. Okay, so that's a little bit of Killzone, and then I'm gonna show you the next game. So the next game that I got is Wipeout, and Wipeout, you know, it's one of the best Wipeout that you can play on the Vita, and I love this. You know, I've always been a great fan of Wipeout, or like fast, you know, racing titles, and these ones are amazing. So they made this version just for the Vita, 2048 one, and you can still get other games too. I'm gonna show you some of the digital games. I'm not gonna show you all the games, but then, because, you know, that would take forever. So next one is Freedom Wars. So this one is a Monster Hunter clone. Some people would say that, but then to me it's different because background is different, the characters are different, and the gameplay is very good too. I haven't had time to start playing too much of this game because it is in Japanese, so I'm just reading the screen sometimes, trying to understand what to do. I got 2 copies of this, and this is cheap from Japan. It's like 12 bucks for one game, so I got 2 of them, and one I gave it to my colleague. Amazing Monster Hunter game. Next, I have Unit 13, and look at the game right here. It's right there. So Unit 13 is like a third-person shooter. It's a really good game, and it's one of the last games from the SOCOM team. And after that, they got shut down, and including the Wipeout team. Like Sony shut down a lot of the teams, and I feel that they have high hopes for the Vita, but then they kind of gave up on it because it didn't sell too well. Honestly, it's just because of the stupid memory card prices. All you have to do is just lower the memory card prices, and it's fine. It's really fine. And next one I got is this one. This one is Gundam versus, and it's full on Gundam versus on PS Vita. So if you like Gundam versus, this is it. This is what you want to get. And it's also in Japanese because it's cheaper. If you import any Japanese games, it's much cheaper. And also the PS Vita is region free, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, if I get this game from PAL or NTSC, like those stuff, or like from Asia region, is it gonna work? Everything is gonna work on the PS Vita. That's how awesome it is. Get this game. And then some of the loose cartridges, I don't have box for them. Let's talk about the last one first. So FIFA 14, right? Fortunately, the online stops working for this one. I didn't get the 15 because they say the 15 doesn't have online. And the 15 is the last FIFA on the PS Vita. And the 15 only has Ultimate Team, which I don't really care. So I got the 14. And I feel like I should show you this game, but that would use up some time. So I'm gonna show you other games instead. But FIFA on the go, who doesn't want that, right? I got fighting games for this. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I got. So the PS Vita doesn't just play remote play or PS Vita games. It also plays a lot of PSP games. So the only PSP games so far I bought on this is Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. So this game is a PSP game, so all the PSP titles and some of the PS1 classics are all on the digital store, so you can buy them. You don't have, you can't, obviously you can't put in the PSP cartridge because it's a UMD thing. So but then you can buy them off from digital store, and I got this game for quite cheap, and Street Fighter is my favorite. So I'm gonna show you. See, all the PSP games runs perfectly. So arcade mode, no touchscreen unfortunately because PSP has no touchscreen. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you see, like the digital copies, I kind of enjoy the convenience of not needing to put in the cartridges to play them. But the problem is, they take up space on your memory card, and your memory card spaces are very, very valuable, and you don't want to waste them all. Oh yeah. Okay. It's not honestly, it's not easy to play on this because, you know, but the Vita has one of the best see, amazing. And I think this PSP version has the best characters. That's why I bought this one. But you can still also play the PS1 version on here. All you need to do is just go to the digital store, you know, and you go to featured, top down, all, okay, all, and then classics for PSP, and like look at all these PS1 and PSP titles. They're all here. Amazing. So if you say like the PS Vita has no games, you are kidding yourself. You know, there are tons of games, old games, new games coming out, and there's still some AAA coming out like this year. So, you know, consider getting the Vita for the games. Definitely. Even just for remote play, this works perfectly. So also I got some more fighting games. These are the few fighting games I got. So this one is Blazeblue. Oh man, Blazeblue runs really good on this device, and trust me, this is one of the best ones on the PS Vita. And also I got this one, and Marvel vs. Capcom. Let me show you some of Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So you know how difficult it is to get this game, because this game is no longer, you know, on sale on the digital store. I think it's some licensing issues of the characters or the music, so Sony stopped selling them online, and it's really hard to get a hold of a physical copy. So I have to find this kid who sell it for, you know, around $25, and I think he doesn't know the prices. So thank you for the game, because I don't think he needs it more than I do, because obviously I'm like a fighting game enthusiast. So being able to play, you know, Marvel on the go is awesome. And best of all, this is Marvel free, not infinite. Even better. Just kidding, Capcom. Okay, but honestly, this game is amazing on the Vita. I'll try to show you some of the gameplay. Okay. Look at this. See the loading. So sorry about the cutoff. My camera has some time to cut off. Okay, so look at this, right? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Imagine doing this, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Amazing. So as you can tell, like, I think the Vita is perfect for fighting games, but that's just my opinion. If you like fighting games, think about getting it for the Vita, because imagine you can play all these on the go, right? So that's it for Marvel, and then I will show you some of the digital titles that I have that I think you should get for the PS Vita, and some of them are cross-buy. So what is cross-buy? Cross-buy means that if you buy it on the PS4, buy the PS4 version of the game, you're gonna get the PS Vita version along with it. So that's how awesome it is. You know, all the Sony handhelds, consoles are all linked together. So Resogun, or Resogun, I don't know how to pronounce this. Okay, Resogun, or okay, whatever. Okay, so this game is on the PS4, PS Vita, PS3, everything. So if you, I got it cheap with PS Plus last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's amazing on the Vita. I'm gonna show you. This is a twin stick shooter from the same guys who made Super Stardust, and also you can get Super Stardust for the PS Vita, and it runs really well. So I don't know, single player. We'll just use this one. Okay, whatever. So you see, like, the touch controls works perfectly on the Vita. I've already like demonstrated some of the games using the touch controls, and the touch is perfect. There's also a touchpad in the back, but we don't use that much in most games. So look at this. Right, I think I have the best digital titles too for the Vita, but that's just my opinion. I think I have the best. So you get the gist of it. This is awesome. If you can play this on the go, imagine, right? It's really good. And you can do that. Oh man, bomb. Okay. Perfect. So this is on the go Resogun. Obviously it's not going to be as good as the PS4 version, but then I think it's very close. The next one I think you should get is this one. Flower. Yes. So Flower, it's also pretty cheap if you get it on PS Plus with PS Plus account. And I got this for, I don't know, like maybe just $2 or something, and oh my god, this game runs perfectly on a PS Vita. I'm gonna show you some of the gameplay too. So you always have that warning saying like, oh, if you're having trouble looking at the screen, make sure you just go rest. But honestly, like, this screen is way better than the 3DS screen, if you know what I'm talking about, the one that they try to mimic, you know, Naked Eye 3D or something. So this game, the only, you know, problem with it is just it uses the touch control too much. But once you get used to it, I think it's really perfect. Let me show you one level, which I think is the best. I think this one might be the best. Yes, this one is the Lifetime level. I'm gonna show you some gameplay of it because this game is amazing. So sorry for the long run time, because you know the PS Vita is one of the best, and I just have to show you everything, or everything that I think I should show you. Help you show you. Okay, sure. Okay, fine. Okay, let me show you. Oh, what happened? Okay, I paused it. Okay. So you tap on the flame. Yes. Here you go. And then you start flying. Do you see the graphics of this game? Do you know what I'm talking about now? Look at how smooth it runs. This is what I'm talking about, you know. And shout out to Santa Monica Studio, because, you know, their new game God of War is coming out. I play all the God of War games. God of War games. No, God of Wars. God of War games. And I think the newest one is gonna be awesome, just because of how much I believe in Santa Monica Studio. They're one of the best studios of Sony. Not as good as Naughty Dog, but then they're really good. So I also play God of War 3 Remastered on the PS4 via remote play here, and it runs perfectly. All the Sony games, talking about Infamous, God of War, Uncharted, they run perfectly via remote play. Speaking of which, let me show you some remote play. So I think I showed you most of the digital titles that I have. This one is Furturidium. It's pretty good too. Think about getting this one because I like, you know, just spaceship shooting things. That's just me. So gonna show you some of the remote play. So I'm gonna link up my PS4 now. So my PS4 is downstairs, but the good thing about the Vita is you can play remote play anywhere with Wi-Fi. So sometimes I I take this out, at work, and just, during lunchtime, I'll just play a little bit of the games, and that's just how I do remote play. And I mean, that's the whole idea of remote play in the first point. So my experience with the remote play has been quite good. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's quite good. It's good enough for me to convince me to get this, because it does take some time, if you can see. But if you're not at home, if you're like outside in a Wi-Fi area, sometimes it takes longer. But look at this, right? So I can play all the PS4 games. Okay, so this month free title is obviously Bloodborne, right? So Bloodborne. And also I was getting it for, Monster Hunter World, so that I can play Monster Hunter World on the go. Isn't that crazy, right? It works. The controls kind of sucks, but whatever. But all you need to do is get one of these. So this is the Hori remote assist, grip that they sell. So all you do is put in, clamp on, and you get your shoulder buttons. Because when you are playing remote play, you don't have R2 and L2 button, and this one has L2 R2 button added to it, because they're usually on the back and sometimes in the front. It depends. And let me show you. Street Fighter 5, and man, sometimes it's doable, but then sometimes it's just really hard to play fighting games, remote play, and sometimes it cuts off. I don't know what it's gonna do, that's just how it is. But then I play the entire God of War 3 remaster on this, and it was good. The experience was good. I can get solid connection at work, and I can play from work, honestly. And honestly, like, who doesn't want to play a little bit of PS4 on the go when they're on break, or when they are tired and they just want to rest? This is how it is. And in a second here, I'm going to show you SF5. The loading time is obviously your PS4 loading time, and this game takes forever to load every single time, and I can't help with that. So by now, I think you can tell the reason why I got PS Vita and so much games is not just because of remote play. I thought of just using it for remote play, but I couldn't help it but get all the games as well, because the games are really good. And I think if you are getting the Vita, you should seriously consider getting these games, because they're amazing. I still have a tough time to try to find a container for other games that I got, because I can't stop getting them, because I'm like super addicted to them, because I just couldn't believe how good it is. I mean, I had the PSP, and the PSP was, throughout my high school days, and I kept playing that thing with my friend. We play a lot of Phantasy Star Online on that thing, and it's really good. I mean, not online, the PSO on PSP, and it was really good. So I'm gonna show you some offline play. Online play works too, but then you might have to think about if you want to do that, because it's on this, right? You want to play this against someone. I mean, I did win one time, but it's just really hard and kind of sucks too. So yeah, so shout out to all the SF players out there. I'm a Fang and Bison main. So I used to just main Bison when I'm playing on PC. Now I'm on PS4 and I play a lot of Fang. He's really bad, but but he's fun. It's fun to play if you can win. Okay, I think I might have changed the buttons a little bit let me see which one. Okay, this one is the heavy button. Okay. Okay, so there you go. See, sometimes it disconnects like that. Can't help it. Just it works sometimes, it works doesn't. All you need to do is just connect it back, right? And also I think the Wi-Fi in my house is not too strong in my room, so that's why. But when I'm like playing with full bar Wi-Fi, this works pretty good. So okay. See, just gonna keep trying. So that's why my experience with remote play is it works, but not all the time. You need really good internet, and that's the downside of this. But once you get good internet, and some people they have 4G, right? They have 4G on the go, and they can just tether to their PS Vita, and you're good to go. It's even faster than, you know, broadband Wi-Fi. So I think this one will work really well in Japan, maybe not as well in Canada. Okay, but then you can tell sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but all you have to do is just wait a little bit and then connect again, and that's about it. So that's my review of the PS Vita. I have no regrets buying this thing, and I'm just telling you right now, this game or this handheld is one of the best that I ever owned. I owned the original Game Boy in clear color for a few months, and then I got confiscated. It got confiscated by my parents, so I couldn't play a lot of Game Boy, but I only have 2 games doing it. It was really fun, but you know, Game Boys are fun, but eventually I never got to play Game Boy Advance or any of those Nintendo handhelds anymore, because, you know, I just couldn't buy them. My parents hate when I had the Game Boy, so they confiscated it. But eventually I got the PSP, and the PSP was really fun, but then, you know, everyone is hacking the thing, and then, you know, honestly, to be honest, it's amazing. Like, even right now, the PSP thing, it's just, you know, you can hack it and you can get all the games for it, and, you know, the memory cards are not as expensive as this one. But honestly, the PS Vita is also hacked. I just didn't hack it because you know, I want to play remote play, and you need online to play remote play. And I might get another model with 3.60, and then you can hack it and you can have the entire Vita library on it. So yeah, to wrap it up, I think the PS Vita is an amazing buy. Even in 2018, I would say go get it right now, because the games are running out, and a lot of the games are not on sale on digital anymore, so it's really hard to hunt down a lot of physical copies. And if you don't get it in 2018, I think it's gonna be even harder if you get it like in 2019 or 20, because you know, you're gonna have a hard time finding the games for cheap. And also, oh yeah, almost forgot this game, Muramasa Rebirth. Amazing, you know, this game is amazing. Okay, this is my final, you know, gameplay video. So to wrap this up, I want to like share my view of, you know, the whole PS Vita thing, why it failed, or why it's a failure in a lot of people's eyes. Honestly, even in my eyes, I think it's a failure, because, you know, just not a lot of people are playing these things, you know. I mean, in Japan, this thing sells really well because of all the JRPGs you get. They're all on here, and JRPGs are made for the Vita because it takes a long time to grind, and this is perfect for it. And there's still a lot of, you know, good RPGs coming for the Vita, but that's only in Japan, right? If you don't understand Japanese, then you have a hard time to play those games. And I don't think like any of the Western people are gonna be able to play those, because, you know, they won't localize it anymore. Because honestly, it's just, you know, the PS Vita is just not doing that well here, right? So I think in Asia this would work perfectly. In Asia this works perfect. The Wi-Fi, the remote play, the games are made so well for the Vita because they care about the Vita. The West, not so much. But to me, I don't care. As long as I get to play. Yeah. So you can import one of these for under $200 ish right now for a 2000 model. For 1000 model, if you can, just go online and check, Kijiji or like, Kijiji and stuff, you will find really good prices. Sense the power. Do you want? What was it? Yes. Can use touch. Okay. So yeah, if you can find a good price on Kijiji, I have seen people selling these for 150, even like the 1000 models, and with games too, and memory cards. So consider buying this. I mean, the Switch is $400, and there are a lot of new games coming for it. And honestly, I don't think the Switch is that portable, to be honest. I have tried it out in Best Buy or like Walmart, and it's just it's okay, but can I just go on? Nope. I want to play some games, not talk to people. Why do I have to talk to them? I don't want to talk to them. Yes, proceed. Damn it. Okay. So my camera is running out of battery, so this might cut off anytime soon. So my theory is get this when you still can, and if you want to get the Switch, that's fine too, but don't miss out on the Vita if you have a PS4, especially because of the remote play and the huge library of the PS. Alright, finally I can get this. Alright, gosh. Ah, crap. Okay. Alright. That wraps it up. So I will leave it at this lock screen for your amusement of this handheld. Make sure you get the Vita because it's amazing. And before the games got run out. And that's me. Thank you for your time. You can subscribe to my channel if you want. My name is Daniel, and I enjoy gaming a lot. And if you want to play Street Fighter, add me on PS4. My fighter ID is OUNAKUPS4. Yeah, that's me, in caps. So play me anytime. I'm better with an actual controller. I might look crap here, but then I'm a Go player, so average. Yeah. So enjoy the PS Vita. Enjoy anything that Sony throws at us at this point, and just have fun gaming. So see you guys.